You just thank the Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, Usher and Chris Christopherson.
I pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? Just grinned and shook my hand, knowing all he said. Whoa, take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. And you put the load right on me.
Picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. Saw coming in the devil walking side by side. I said, hey, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friends can stick around. Won't y'all help me sing?
Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free.
Whoa,
Take a load off, Annie. And you put the load right on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sounds of Blackness. Ladies and gentlemen, B.B. Winans.
And me, I'm Patty Austin. I know her face. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling faces. No, no. Flying to the races. Well, now, let me take it out, let me take it. I'll take you there. Whoa, whoa, let me take you there. Wanna take you there right now, yeah. I'll take you there. I'll take you there, well, yeah. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Yes, I will, yes, I
Hey, also, I know a place, y'all. Said, where there ain't nobody crying. Oh, no. So there ain't nobody worried. Oh, so there ain't no smiling faces. No smiling faces. Ain't no lying to the race.
Tonight, outrageous Aussie Steve Irwin takes on the U.S. on America's Deadliest Snakes. Then Steve returns to Australia to face some all-too-interested crocs on Wild Discovery. And he continues his search for the deadliest snakes, also on Wild Discovery tonight.
This is my invention. The silverware instrument.
C'est les lunettes éclairantes.
You could slide them, but they don't slide by themselves. It worked. It worked.
Headlight.
It could change somebody's life.
24-hour sandals.
That is the greatest idea I've ever came up in my whole life.
Probably you remember some of my home runs of the last season.
Today I would like to invite you to my real home, the Dominican Republic. Now it's your turn to swing the bat and hit the home run for the most memorable vacation of your life. Come to the Dominican Republic. All Americans are welcome.
The Dominican Republic. Come, share our treasures.
This is Laura Patterson. She's saving a bundle on long-distance calls to Grandma using MCI 5 cents every day.
When Laura was born, I counted on Mom to talk me through everything. She'd call 2, 3 times a day. How do I do this? How do I do that? Mom was always calling me. It was like we rediscovered each other. Then we got the phone bills.
No college tuition for you.
Now we use MCI 5 cents every day. It's brand new. Calls are just 5 cents a minute every evening and 5 cents a minute all weekend long. That's half the price of AT&T for these calls.
Isn't that good?
And you can get daytime calls the rest of the week for just 10 cents a minute. Now we can call each other any day of the week without worrying about the cost, whether it's just to shoot the breeze or for the really important stuff.
It's Grandma.
MCI 5 cents every day. To sign up, call 1-800-701-9358.
Say hi, Grandma.
Ask about our great international rates, too.
Far above the Arctic Circle, 5,000 miles from civilization, a 20,000-year-old question has finally been raised.
There is a very large animal here.
It's not a movie. It's not fantasy. It's the incredible reality of raising an ancient beast. Coming March 2000. Join the journey, share the discovery, and watch with the world. Journey far. Dig deep. Think big. As science attempts the impossible. Racing the Mammoth. A Watch with the World event. Exclusively on the Discovery Channel.
There's something for everyone on AT&T cable services. Just look what's coming up this January.
The stories you haven't heard from the network that knows Hollywood best. The E! True Hollywood Story. Every night at 9, only on E!
One goal, one reason to play the game. The NBA's on TNT all season long, every Tuesday and Friday night.
Tune in. It's all on AT&T cable services.
I love pay-per-view, but I love it even more on AT&T digital cable. Why? Because digital gives me so much more to choose from, and it's easier than ever. Watch. I use the on-screen guide to find exactly what I want to watch when I want to watch it, and it's so easy to order. All I have to do is press the OK button on my remote control. And with movies starting more often, I do that a lot. You know, and I only get all of this with AT&T digital cable. See? Just ordered a movie. Movie.
Upgrade your pay-per-view. Upgrade to AT&T digital cable.
Ordered a movie with my eyes closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Waterston.
Let us remember tonight that when this century began, we were a young republic and the success of democracy was far from inevitable. In 1899, a British historian said this: "There is a question as old as history itself that will receive an answer in the next century. Is government of the people possible? And shall it prevail? It is to America and America alone that we must look for the answer. The importance of this question to the future of humanity cannot be exaggerated. The historian concluded, would that in the year 1999, one could come back to Earth and hear the answer. Aren't we the lucky ones? Were he to return tonight, he would find a nation concluding a century in which the idea of democracy has deepened at home and swept around the globe. American music, too, has been heard around the world. In the last half of this century, a new sound came along that would leap over borders and capture the imagination of young people everywhere. Rock and roll. A wild ride of musical freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, singer, songwriter, John Fogerty.
Yeah. to the door. Lord, the house look like a ruined sale. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Some folks in hurry, start spraying the lies. Ooh, they send you down the wall. Oh, when you ask them, how much should we give? Ooh, the only answer, more. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate guy. 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 I ain't no fortunate son.
How would you like to have an exciting new career delivered right to your door? Then call this toll-free number and find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. There is absolutely no obligation. At Harcourt Learning Direct, more than 10 million men and women have trained for job promotions and new careers without ever setting foot inside a classroom. And now, at home in your spare time, you can get your career diploma or even your specialized associate degree from the Center for Degree Studies. Choose from any one of these courses: high school, home inspector, child daycare, medical transcriptionist, auto mechanics, veterinary assistant, electrician, medical office assistant, PC specialist, interior decorating, motorcycle repair, legal assistant, PC repair, medical insurance clerk, catering, teacher aide, fitness and nutrition, web page designer, bookkeeping, private investigator, pharmacy technician, or get your specialized associate degree from the Center for Degree Studies. You can major in business management or accounting. Compare your present salary with the money you could be making in any one of these careers. They'll be repeated for you at the end of this commercial. So have your pencil ready to jot down the course you're most interested in. Then call the Harcourt toll-free number and we'll send you one of these exciting career packs absolutely free. Your career pack explains how easy it is to study at home, tells you about the many opportunities available to people who train through Harcourt to get better jobs. And that's not all. You'll also see the exciting learning materials included in your course at no extra cost. They make it easy and fun to train for that better career. Here are those courses again, so call today for free information.
Call now for free information with no obligation. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money or advance in your present job. Call 1-800-664-4196. Operators are on duty now to send you this free information. Choose from any one of these exciting careers and call 1-800-664-4196 for free career information. Call now 1-800-664-4196. That's 1-800-664-4196.
Monday, go on the inside of a Las Vegas landmark.
Got something, you just hit something on a $500 machine. That was
12 million square feet, over 3,000 rooms.
I don't know how to explain it. It gets busy.
There's always that scare that, what if the kitchen breaks?
See what it takes to operate the world's largest hotel and casino.
We've got 2 plainclothes investigators that'll be working that area.
Get the story from on the inside. Premiering Monday at 8 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Tonight, outrageous Aussie Steve Irwin takes on the U.S. on America's deadliest snakes. Then Steve returns to Australia to face some all-too-interested crocs on Wild Discovery. And he continues his search for the deadliest snakes, also on Wild Discovery tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, live via satellite from Montreal, Celine Dion.
Bonsoir la France, bonsoir l'Europe. Good evening Canada, good evening America. Mr. President, Mrs. Clinton, I know that you're watching us right now, and I would like to wish you and everyone in Washington a very, very happy New Year.
This program is brought to you in part by Hewlett-Packard. The original Silicon Valley startup will act like one again. Watch.
This is the workshop of radicals. A one-car garage where two young men with $500 in venture capital invented an industry. Their idea was simple. Invent something useful and significant, or it doesn't leave the garage. The idea was so simple, it was radical. Today, the company of Bill Hewlett and Dave Packard is being reinvented. The original startup will act like one again. Watch.
Probably you remember some of my home runs of the last season. Today, I would like to invite you to my real home, the Dominican Republic. Now it's your turn to swing the bat and hit the home run for the most memorable vacation of your life. Come to the Dominican Republic. All Americans are welcome.
The Dominican Republic. Come, share our treasures.
Freedom. Control. Just you and your laptop. Log on to autobytel.com for dealer cost info, reviews, and a low, no-haggle price. Autobytel.com. The road to your next car.
You're watching the Discovery Channel. Explore your world. Tuesday, it's Forensic Science Night. Chemistry that kills, lethal obsessions, a deadly crime spree. It's a night of science proving the case. New detectives and the FBI files. Tuesday, beginning at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on the Discovery Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Waterston.
In 1939, when the Daughters of the American Revolution refused to let Marian Anderson sing at Constitution Hall, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt wrote this letter. I am afraid that I have never been a very useful member of the DAR, so I know that it will make very little difference whether I resign or continue to be a member. However, I am in complete disagreement with the attitude taken in refusing your hall to a great artist, and I feel obliged to send in to you my resignation. Eleanor Roosevelt would prove to be one of the greatest daughters of America's ongoing revolution. 2 months later, on Easter Sunday, Marian Anderson stood on these steps where we stand tonight. 75,000 Americans came that day to express their sense of justice and to hear a woman who would be a pathfinder for the next generation of classical artists.
We're speaking to you from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in the nation's capital, from which point the National Broadcasting Company brings you a song recital by the gifted Marian Anderson. We hear now the Honorable Harold L. Ickes, Secretary of the Interior.
When God gave us this wonderful outdoors, he made no distinction of race or creed or color. In this great auditorium under the sky, all of us are free.
lit a candle by the waterside to see the little children when they truly baptized. Honor, honor unto the dying Lamb. Oh, run along, children, to be baptized. Mother, pretty feet by the waterside. Honor, honor unto the dying Lamb. Lord, I keep so busy working for the kingdom. Keep so busy working for the kingdom. Keep so busy working for the kingdom. Ain't got time to die, 'cause it takes all of my time to praise my Jesus. All of my time just to praise my Lord. And if I don't praise him, the rock's gonna cry out, glory and honor, glory and honor. Ain't got time to Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. Oh, a band of angels coming after me. Coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Oh, tell my friends I'm a-coming too, coming for to carry me home. Oh, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me
He's got the whole world In his hands he's got the big round world. In his hands he's got the wide world. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain. In his hands he's got the moon and the stars. In his hands he's got the wind and the rain. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got everybody in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got you and me in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got my family in his hands. He's got everybody in his hands. He's got everybody in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Sing it with me, choir. Come on now. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. Yeah. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Everybody's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world. The whole wide world. He's got the He's got the whole world in his hands. One more time. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole in his hands.
It's okay. It's not a live animal. It's not the shoes that you wanted.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Honey, you gotta see this.
Okay.
You'll find values you never believed possible.
You like it?
A 10. Whoa.
The December to Remember sales event ends January 3rd. Missing it would definitely spoil the surprise. See your Lexus dealer.
This is my invention.
The silverware instrument. C'est les lunettes éclairantes. You could slide them, but they don't slide by themselves. It worked. It worked. Headlight. It could change somebody's life. 24-hour sandals. That is the greatest idea I've ever came up in my whole life.
Tomorrow, kick off the millennium with the Discovery Channel and Will Smith, The President and Mrs. Clinton, and a Steven Spielberg multimedia spectacular. It's all part of America's official Millennium Gala, a celebration of America's song and dance from Washington, D.C. America's Millennium. Encore presentation tomorrow at 1 Eastern and Pacific. And the only place to see it is right here on the Discovery Channel.
You are in the... At Dominic's, while our pharmacists are filling your prescription, you can fill something of your own. While they're consulting your doctor, you can consult the produce manager. While they're checking your medication record, you're picking up dinner from our deli. And when you've finished your shopping, your prescription is waiting for you instead of the other way around. Dominic's Pharmacy, the special pharmacy that doesn't require a special trip.
Monday night at 7 on an all-new Beyond Chance. Do you believe in outer-body experiences?
I just was up above, looking down.
I was no longer in my body.
After you hear these stories, you might change your mind.
I could actually look down and see myself in my hospital bed.
That's my body down there on that stretcher, and I'm not in it anymore.
It's a Beyond Chance you must see to believe. Beyond Chance, Monday night at 7, only on Lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Tyler Moore.
John F. Kennedy said this: I look forward to an America that will not be afraid of grace and beauty. I look forward to an America which will award achievements in the arts as we reward achievements in business and statecraft. And I am certain that after the dust of centuries has passed over our cities, we too will be remembered, not for our victories or our defeats in battle or in politics, but for our contributions to the human spirit. Nowhere has this spirit been more richly expressed than in that unique American contribution, the Broadway musical.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Stokes Mitchell and Tap Alliance.
Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Bell.
He must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along.
with pain. Tote that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk, and your land's in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and scared of dying. But old man River, he just keep rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, Renee Fleming.
Little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take the sky. But tomorrow morning, there's nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing
Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone jingle, door knock. Open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it soon catch the moon. One-handed catch. The air humming. And something great is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, B.B. Newworth.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna bridge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And all that jazz. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hug. How about some aspirin down at your 90th drug? In case you shake a paw and want a brand new start to do that jazz. No, I'm no one's wife, but I love my life and all that jazz.
Ladies and gentlemen, Priscilla Lopez.
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I won't forget what I did for love. What I did for love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senator John McCain.
We are here tonight to celebrate. But before we leave this century, we should remember the millions of young Americans of every race, creed, and color who served our country on battlefields around the globe. Their humanity, so gallant in its opposition to organized inhumanity, was their glory. As Ronald Reagan said, they went not as conquerors, but as liberators. And those who came home sought no greater celebration than to walk quietly again among the free. Those whose struggle ended in graves far from home rely on the living conscience of the great nation to which they gave their last measure of devotion to tell the tale of their purpose and sacrifice. When Americans come marching home from war, the dead march with them, humbling the watchful living, teaching us how to be free. This is the truth they taught us. Glory is not a conceit. It belongs to the act of being constant to something greater than yourself, to a cause, to your principles, to the people on whom you rely and who rely on you in return. For their families, for their friends, for America, for mankind, they died affirming that good triumphs over evil, that faith is stronger than tyranny, that love is greater than hate. Let us be thankful to them, and for them, let the bugle sound again.
Probably you remember some of my home runs of the last season.
Today I would like to invite you to my real home, the Dominican Republic. Now it's your turn to swing the bat and hit the home run for the most memorable vacation of your life. Come to the Dominican Republic. All Americans are welcome.
The Dominican Republic. Come, share our treasures.
What's converging the world of communications? TI Programmable DSP, combining voice, video, and data over a single line for more people than ever before. From the technology leader in broadband access, Texas Instruments.
Monday, go on the inside of a Las Vegas landmark.
Got something, you just hit something on a $500 machine that was
12 million square feet, over 3,000 rooms.
I don't know how to explain it. It gets busy.
There's always that scare that what if the kitchen breaks?
See what it takes to operate the world's largest hotel and casino.
We've got 2 plainclothes investigators that'll be working that area.
Get the story from on the inside. Premiering Monday at 8 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Will Smith.
Woo! Okay, it is exactly 29 minutes until the next millennium. And we're going to spend some of the last minutes of this century with one of its greatest filmmakers, Steven Spielberg. He has created a work to take us on our final steps to the year 2000 by looking back on the journey of the last 100 years. He has done it with the collaboration of 5-time Oscar-winning composer John Williams.
A month before his death,
Abraham Lincoln set the American people a great challenge. He said at his second inauguration, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace amongst ourselves and with all nations."
There was nothing but land, not a country at all, but the material out of which countries are made. I had the feeling that the world was left behind. The wagon jolted on, carrying me I knew not whither. If we never arrived anywhere, it did not matter. Between the earth and that sky, I felt erased, blotted out. I did not say my prayers that night here. I felt what would be, would be.
Tired, you're poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these homeless tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
And show me another city with lifted head, singing so proud to be alive and coarse and strong, flinging magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job. Here is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities, bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding, under the terrible burden of destiny, laughing as a young man laughs.
My dear Stevlin, in leaving, I have only one regret, that I was unable to see you just one last time. There was so much that we didn't get around to talking about. A great deal that I'm sure each of us would have said that now will have to wait. not asking you to make any promise with regard to the future. That is so indefinite. Until now, honey, I had an altogether different conception of what war was like. What you hear in the States is the war with all the filth, with all the dirt, and with all the grime taken out. As much as I hate being here, I know that it is adding something to my education that no textbook could ever furnish. Be sweet, little lady, and let me hear from you. Lots of love as always. Sincerely, Nathan H.
Nat, dear, every day I miss you a little bit more. And today, I miss you like tomorrow. The knowledge that you're getting closer to the front makes me tremble every time I think of it. I wonder how you must feel. All I can do is pray and keep a hopeful heart. Oh, God bless you, Nat, and keep you safe. Love, Evelyn.
long way north, we thundered along starless tracks through the fields and towns of a darkened republic. No more backwoods and barrios, no more humming how long, no more rocking in Jim Crow's cradle.
We waited a long time for freedom. We are trying to remind the nation, now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time.
We'll haul laundry, load coal until steel pours silver in an endless stream of chrome-lined dreams.
One day, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the dangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. I have a dream today.
There. We blink into the sun, put our collars to the wind, and step out into the bright noise of a century flexing its muscles.
Winged mind of a child running with arms out straight, cloudscape of white below us, or a city glittering at night in a zodiac of wants. Thrown outward from earth as a digital spirit, the primate hand tilts wing-like from star to star, reaching encoded signals to find uncrossable spaces between galaxies and beyond. Like a child running to fly, wind-like, winged mind.
the sunlit silence, hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, whenever lark or even eagle flew. And while in silent lifting mind, I've trod the height, unsurpassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right. Let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace amongst ourselves and with all nations.
The bells are a clamor. Chimes have been loosed. There is a banquet of hosannas in the air. We have endured endless peaks of pain and valleys of loneliness. We have lost beloveds we could not live without, yet we have lived. We have encountered unforgivable cruelties, yet we have forgiven. Yet we have been forgiven. We have survived, flourished, and thrived with passion, compassion, humor, and style. We have been fortunate and worthy. Now we stand, heavy laden, before a great gate which leads to the rest of all time. It swings ajar, and we know at this critical moment that not all we carry need enter when we enter. We can evict hate and scorn from our souls. We can open clenched fists and let bigotry, malice, and enmity fall back down the slope to yesterday. We can lay down our burden of violence and step lightly over the lintel into a vernal and newly minted tomorrow. We who never saw a new century, we who never saw a new 1,000 years, can join the hallelujah, the hymns, the paeans, the voices all over the world. We can shout or whisper, scream or mumble, Happy New Millennium, Happy New Century, Happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the change of centuries, the dawning of a new millennium are now just minutes away. We celebrate the past. We have honored America's remarkable achievements, struggles, and triumphs in the 20th century. We celebrate the future, imagining an even more remarkable 21st century. As we marvel at the changes of the last 100 years, we dream of what changes the next 100 and the next 1,000 will bring. And as powerful as our memories are, our dreams must be even stronger. For when our memories outweigh our dreams, we become old. And it is the eternal destiny of America to remain forever young, always reaching beyond, always becoming, as our founders pledged, a more perfect union. So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it. The great story of the 20th century is the triumph of freedom and free people. A story told in the drama of new immigrants, the struggles for equal rights, the victories over totalitarianism, the stunning advances in economic well-being, in culture, in health, in space, in telecommunications, and in building a world in which more than half the people live under governments of their own choosing for the first time in all history. We must never forget the meaning of the 20th century, or the gifts of those who worked and marched, who fought and died for the triumph of freedom. So as we ring in this new year, in a new century, in a new millennium, we must, now and always, echo Dr. King in the words of the old American hymn, "Let Freedom Ring." If the story of the 20th century is the triumph of freedom, what will the story of the 21st century be? Let it be the triumph of freedom wisely used, to bring peace to a world in which we honor our differences and, even more, our common humanity. Such a triumph will require great efforts from us all. It will require us to stand against the forces of hatred and bigotry, terror and destruction. It will require us to continue to prosper, to alleviate poverty, to better balance the demands of work and family, and to serve each of us in our communities. It will require us to take better care of our environment. It will require us to make further breakthroughs in science and technology, to cure dread diseases, heal broken bodies, lengthen life, and unlock secrets from global warming to the black holes in the universe. And, perhaps most important, it will require us to share with our fellow Americans and increasingly with our fellow citizens of the world the economic benefits of globalization, the political benefits of democracy and human rights, the educational and health benefits of all things modern, from the internet to the genetic encyclopedia to the mysteries beyond our solar system. Now, we may not be able to eliminate all hateful intolerance, but we can develop a healthy intolerance of bigotry, oppression, and abject poverty. We may not be able to eliminate all the harsh consequences of globalization, but we can communicate more and travel more and trade more in a way that lifts the lives of ordinary working families everywhere and the quality of our global environment. We may not be able to eliminate all the failures of government and international institutions, but we can certainly strengthen democracy so all children are prepared for the 21st century world and protected from its harshest side effects. And we can do so much more to work together, to cooperate among ourselves, to seize the problems and the opportunities of this ever-small planet we all call home. In short, if we want the story of the 21st century to be the triumph of peace and harmony, we must embrace our common humanity and our shared destiny. Now, we're just moments from that new millennium. 2 centuries ago, as the framers were crafting our Constitution, Benjamin Franklin was often seen in Independence Hall, looking at a painting of the sun low on the horizon. When at long last the Constitution finally was signed, Mr. Franklin said, "I have often wondered whether that sun was rising or setting. Today I have the happiness to know it is a rising sun." Well, 2 centuries later, we know the sun will always rise on America as long as each new generation lights the fire of freedom. Our children are ready. So again, the torch is passed to a new century of young Americans.
This program is brought to you in part by Hewlett-Packard. The original Silicon Valley startup will act like one again. Watch.
This is my invention. The silverware instrument. C'est les lunettes éclairantes. You could slide them, but they don't slide by themselves. It worked. It worked. Headlight. It could change somebody's life. 24-hour sandals. That is the greatest idea I've ever came up in my whole life. It's time to go now. Time to wave hello now. Let your dreams be wings that fly as low as the stars
You're watching the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Hi, my name's Anthony Sullivan, and here's another great invention for around the house. It's called the tap light. If you've ever fumbled around in the dark looking for a light switch, then those days are over. Tap light conveniently sits or mounts anywhere. Just tap and you've got light. It's a clever design. Tap light is easy to find, even in pitch black. It's perfect if nature calls in the middle of the night. Tap light provides perfect ambient light, so you can see without being blinded. And when you switch tap light off, your eyes will readjust quicker, making it easier to fall back to sleep and eliminating accidents that are caused by trying to find your way in the dark. Not to mention that everyone else will stay sound asleep. You can wall mount tap lights as well for places where you need just a little extra illumination but don't have a light fixture, like this closet, and they're a lot more convenient than flashlights. Place them around the house as and when you need them. Night lights are expensive, and recent studies suggest that children under the age of 2 who sleep with a light on are at greater risk of developing myopia or nearsightedness. Tap light gives you the right light where and when you want it. Tap light is battery operated and can go anywhere. And use it to illuminate a dark stairwell or provide light for an outdoor party or walkway. Whatever the weather, it makes no difference. Tap lights are water resistant too, and kids love the tap light. They're great for nurseries and they adjust so they're within easy reach. Tap light can even replace a broken interior light in a car, RV, or boat, and is safer than candles for a storm that knocks out the power supply. Similar lights cost up to $10 each. Call now and you'll get 4 tap lights for $19.95. That's less than $5 a piece. But if you call in the next 10 minutes as part of this special introductory offer, we'll include an extra 2 tap lights free. That's 6 tap lights for $19.95. So call the number on the bottom of your screen right now.
Remember, call in the next 10 minutes. You get 6 tap lights for the amazing price of only $19.95. This offer won't last. Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-897-4499. That's 1-800-897-4499.
Far above the Arctic Circle, 5,000 miles from civilization, a 20,000-year-old question has finally been raised.
There is a very large animal here.
It's not a movie. It's not fantasy. It's the incredible reality of raising an ancient beast. Coming March 2000. Join the journey, share the discovery, and watch with the world journey far. Dig deep. Think big. As science attempts the impossible. Racing the Mammoth. A Watch with the World event. Exclusively on the Discovery Channel.
to celebrate the past and invoke a new era. Carl Sagan wrote, "This time will be considered as significant as the voyages of Columbus and Magellan. We are breaking the shackles that tie us to the earth."
Daniel Webster said, "Let us see whether we, in our time and generation, may not perform something worthy to be remembered."
For Muhammad and I, let me quote Eleanor Roosevelt. "America must be strong, not just in a military and economic way, but in a spiritual and moral way."
Duke Ellington wrote, "We stirred in our shackles, and our unrest awakened justice. We fought America's wars, provided her labor, gave her her music, and prodded her on toward democracy."
Walt Whitman wrote, "Pioneers, oh pioneers, we cannot tarry here. We must march, moving yet and never stopping."
In 1851, Sojourner Truth said, "If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down all alone, then women together ought to be able to turn it back and get it right side up again. And now that women are asking, men better let them do it."
This may be you, do you know? This is you.
Dwight D. Eisenhower said, "We pray that the scourges of poverty, disease will be made to disappear from this earth."
The historian Oscar Handlin said, "Once I thought to write a history of the immigrants in America, and then I discovered that the immigrants were America."
Let us dedicate ourselves to what the Greeks wrote so many years ago: to tame the savageness of man and make gentle the life of this world.
Cesar Chavez once said, "The truest act of courage is to sacrifice ourselves for others in a struggle for justice."
Ronald Reagan said, "We go forward today, a nation still mighty in its youth and powerful in its purpose."
Franklin Roosevelt said, "We look forward to a world founded upon 4 essential human freedoms: freedom of speech, freedom to worship, freedom from want, freedom from fear." This is no vision of a distant millennium. It is a world attainable in our own time and generation.
President John Kennedy said, "We love our country not for what it was. We love our country for what it someday will be." All of us standing together and working together can achieve that vision. Thank you all. Happy New Year, and God bless America.
Probably you remember some of my home runs of the last season.
Today I would like to invite you to my real home, the Dominican Republic. Now it's your turn to swing the bat and hit the home run for the most memorable vacation of your life. Come to the Dominican Republic. All Americans are welcome.
The Dominican Republic.
Come, share our treasures.
It's the most remarkable garage in the world. The garage that invented an industry, that reinvented work with a few simple rules. Work quickly, no bureaucracy, just invent. For 6 decades, this garage has been the workshop of the world's inventors. It will be still, because the company that began in this garage will return to the rules of this garage. Watch.
How would you like to have an exciting new career delivered right to your door? Then call this toll-free number and find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. There is absolutely no obligation. At Harcourt Learning Direct, more than 10 million men and women have trained for job promotions and new careers without ever setting foot inside a classroom. And now, at home in your spare time, you can get your career diploma or even your specialized associate degree from the Center for Degree Studies. Choose from any one of these courses: high school, home inspector, child daycare, medical transcriptionist, auto mechanics, veterinary assistant, electrician, medical office assistant, PC specialist, interior decorating, motorcycle repair, legal assistant, PC repair, medical insurance clerk, catering, teacher aide, fitness and nutrition, web page designer, bookkeeping, private investigator, pharmacy technician, or get your specialized associate degree from the Center for Degree Studies. You can major in business management or accounting. Compare your present salary with the money you could be making in any one of these careers. They'll be repeated for you at the end of this commercial. So have your pencil ready to jot down the course you're most interested in. Then call the Harcourt toll-free number and we'll send you one of these exciting career packs absolutely free. Your career pack explains how easy it is to study at home. Tells you about the many opportunities available to people who train through Harcourt to get better jobs. And that's not all. You'll also see the exciting learning materials included in your course at no extra cost. They make it easy and fun to train for that better career. Here are those courses again, so call today for free information.
Call now for free information with no obligation. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money or advance in your present job. Call 1-800-664-4196. Operators are on duty now to send you this free information. Choose from any one of these exciting careers and call 1-800-664-4196 for free career information. Call now 1-800-664-4196. That's 1-800-664-4196.
Be cool about fire safety.
Do you know how to escape from your home if there's a fire? You gotta have a plan. They didn't have a plan. But these people do. Grown-ups can make it, and firemen can help.
Okay, in case of a fire, you and your sister are to go out this door.
Or we can always go out that way. We have 2 exits, okay?
So make sure your family has an escape plan, whether you live in a house or a building.
You gotta have an escape plan, and you be a step ahead. Be cool about fire safety. Cool. If you don't want to get burned, be cool about fire safety. You got a lot to learn.
And remember, practice makes perfect.
It could save your life.
And your family.
So tell your parents, we gotta have a plan.
Be cool about fire safety. Be cool.
Tomorrow, kick off the millennium with the Discovery Channel and Will Smith, the President and Mrs. Clinton, and a Steven Spielberg multimedia spectacular. It's all part of America's official Millennium Gala, a celebration of America's song and dance from Washington, D.C. America's Millennium. Encore presentation tomorrow at 1 Eastern and Pacific, and the only place to see it is right here on the Discovery Channel.
Happy New Year. And now, I'm very proud to produce and introduce a friend who has sung most powerfully when singing for those who have no voice. As the guru of net aid, he's our leader in the fight for the third world debt relief, and he and his entire family crossed an ocean to sing to you tonight. We'd also like to welcome to the world his newborn son, Eli. Ladies and gentlemen, give up all the love for Bono. Give it up.
Thank you, Quincy.
tonight to pay respect to an administration and a president who has made history over the last year. As an Irishman, we have peace in Ireland that is unimaginable without Bill Clinton, Senator George Mitchell, Sandy Berger. So I pay respect to them. And globally, I pay respect to American people, Democrats and Republicans, who came together this year to establish a principle which has forever altered the relationship between the haves and the have-nothings on this planet. I don't know how many of you know that the United States has canceled its debts owed by 36 of the poorest countries on earth. It's a big deal. Thank you. At a time of your prosperity, I'm thankful, and I ask you not to forget your roots, your humble origins. The scriptures call for this to be a year of Jubilee, and this is my prayer. Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You've got someone to blame. You say one love, one life, there's one need in the night. One love, you get to share it. It leaves you, darling, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth. You act like you never had love. You want me to go without. Is it too late tonight to drag the past out into the light? We're one, but we're not the
smile, and then you made me crawl. I can't be holding on to what you got when all you got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You get to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other.
America's Millennium is made possible by the generous support of the individuals and corporations. InfoUSA.com, Slim Fast Foods Company, Cisco Systems. America's Millennium is also made possible by